Hey guys, Justin here, JD Carpentry. Just wanted to go over a little bit detail with what I'm doing with straightening this beam out. You can see I've got a hydraulic jack. I've got a string line run from point A to point B. And the actual beam is up almost an inch from both point loads. So one thing I wanted to just go over real quick, safety issue with it. When you're doing this kind of work and you're working off a hydraulic jack and you're using temporary shoring, I like to do two things. One thing, make sure whatever you're shoring is exactly plumb both ways. That way, when you're pushing on your jack, it doesn't kick out at you. Secondary precaution, put a safety stilt in there. I've got this board cut to exactly where I need to drop this beam to the string line. So if something does happen and it kicks out on you, you've got a safety stilt that will take this and actually hold the load. Now I'm ready to basically remove my two posts and we're gonna straighten this beam out. Okay, so now what we have, we've got our posts and our bearing points removed. They're sitting over there. What we wanna do next is basically drop this beam down to that string line or to the same height as my stilts. We're still gonna take the load with the hydraulic jack, but we're gonna rest it on the stilt because we've already measured how far it has to go. And then once we get that in place, I'm gonna take a couple extra sticks, create temporary bearing loads, bearing points, and then on the other side of this beam is where we're gonna do a partition wall. Okay, there we have it. I've taken the load off the jacks. The stilts are sitting solid now. We're right on our string line, both points. And actually just sighting down this beam, I'm not sure if anybody can see this due to the video quality, but if you look down there, even though the beam kind of goes up and down with the natural crown of the lumber, we are pretty bang on from point A to point B. So there you have it, folks. That's how to straighten a beam. And now with this basement project, we're gonna start finishing it. This was number one step. Anytime I get the chance to open up a basement like this, we're rebuilding the stairwell, I always like to straighten my beams and straighten my bearing points as much as I can, humanly possible, with regards to building new. Okay, we'll talk to you next time. JD Carpentry.